It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, Bradshaw. Throw right side, taken in by Swan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. Off play action. Bradshaw. He gets it complete to Harris.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of first by a few yards. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short of right to win. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchup, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This from 44 yards away. And this one is right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles tells you the points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they want to turn that down now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This is Harris. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
They run with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker. And now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
On first down, it's Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second down and 7. Now Harris. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Bradshaw.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On the ground, it's Harris. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll give to Harris. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
This is Harris. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice game by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Second down and 3. They run with Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Fucking
While the trainers take a look,
shit.
we'll step aside. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. to do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. From the gun, Bradshaw. Throwing over the middle, but it's in.
Okay, if anyone's made it this far, this is just a test for the 1980 rosters for a possible project that may be coming. So I am mostly testing myself, and this part is to make sure that this headset is working and that you can hear, or I can hear when I rewatch this. So if you're interested in the 1980 season, that will be coming, hopefully, but I have to do some tests here to make sure that it's working. I'll go ahead and finish the first half, though, in case anyone has watched this and wants to see who has the lead at halftime. Sure. 1 minute left to go. Also, test if I leave the crowd this loud, if I can still talk over it. Lots of tests for this thing here. So obviously these teams don't know that it's only the first half. So the Steelers, take a timeout. Or no, the Eagles took the timeout anyways. Never mind. So the Eagles are going to try to score before the end of the first half. That's a good sign. Steelers, of course, got their touchdown on a fake field goal. Will they fake it again? They go traditional this time and put it through the uprights. So the 1980 Steelers lead the 1980 Eagles 10-3 in this practice test half. Hopefully, we'll have some more action on this channel coming up with this 80s project, if I can get it to work. And perhaps, if we're all lucky enough, we'll even get back into the 60s of Sack to the Future again. Not planning on anyone listening, but if somehow you made it this far through this test video, then you must be interested. So I'll go ahead and put some thoughts out there of what could be coming on this channel. Also, I have no idea if anyone hears me at all. 47 seconds to go. I turn my microphone up, so we'll have to see if that's too loud in the test, or again, if it's even working at all. All right, so back to the game. Ron Jaworski going to try to tie this thing up before we say goodbye, but he's got to do it against, of course, the steel curtain. The aging steel curtain is the offense is actually the stronger part of the Steelers team, you can argue, here in 1980. But there's Jack Lambert roughing the passer, so he's not afraid to still intimidate people. Jaworski now with decent field position, but he just gets sacked right out of it anyways. And that's how you cover for a teammate. They give him 15 yards by hitting the quarterback, then you take 9 away by, you guessed it, hitting the quarterback. Jaworski's having fun out there. There's Jaws and some of his linemen. Ignore that Lincoln Financial Field sign. Somebody obviously peeking into the future. Oh boy. The safety blitz, nobody picks him up, and Jaworski goes down again. That's only the second sack, but it's come on the last 2 plays. So now, again, these teams don't know that this is the end of the quote-unquote game as I'm stopping at halftime. But on 3rd and 28, let's see. The Eagles will probably just run it and try to get into the locker room. Obviously, if this was the 4th quarter, you would see some kind of crazy things going on here. But that run doesn't work very well either. Now the Steelers are going to call timeout just to slow down the game for no reason. I guess they're thinking with 9 seconds to go, they do have a timeout after this. Maybe they can get a 16-yard pass, call timeout, and try a field goal. Now, one of the things in play now is you can't skip that stuff, so sometimes you have to watch the sack 13 times. Or people in the huddle for a full minute. But ideally, this will be within franchise once it's ready to go. And now the Eagles get a sack. So there was 1 sack. Sometimes Madden has too many sacks. There was only 1 sack in the entire first half until I turned off the announcers and put my headset on. Then there was 3 sacks in the last 4 offensive plays. So there you go. Anyways, this was a test. We'll be back for real after perhaps a couple more tests and figure out the roster situation. If you joined, thanks for joining. And please come back when the real thing starts. Sack to the Future 1980. Or if anyone remembers Sack to the Future, we are in the middle of the 1966 season, and there is talks revival of that season. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you. Have a good day.